Okay, let's have a look here. So you've got your circle, and here at 2, 4, and then here at -6, that represents the common chord. The midpoint, by the way, would be minus 2, 2. And if we go out a distance of √20, we're told we're supposed to be at the center of the circle, which means that length there now will be the radius. Using the distance formula, you can calculate the distance from -60 to -22 as √20 as well. So Pythagoras is r squared equals √20 squared plus √20 squared. So you get r squared is 40. So r is √40. So you get the radius is √40, and it's a symmetric image underneath. So it's the same logic. The radius for both circles is √40 if each one of them is √20 away from the midpoint of the common chord. What's left to find now is what is that midpoint. So what we can do is, starting here, we can go out in such a way that the slope is perpendicular to this slope, and this one will have a slope of 4/8, which is a half. So this perpendicular line will have a slope of -2. So if I draw that triangle, we have to go out 2 lambdas here and lambda here, and that's supposed to be √20. So from Pythagoras, you get 5 lambda squared equals √20 squared. So lambda is 2. So that means you'll have to go out 2 and up 4. And then the other way will be the same. Right 2 and down 4 to find these 2 points here. So the upper one, subtract 2 and add 4. And the other one here, add 2 and subtract 4. So the circle would be x plus 4 squared plus y minus 6 squared equals 40. And x squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 40. We can check that those two circles are correct because those 2 points are supposed to be on both circles. So if we sub the first point in, that 6 squared is 36. 36 plus 2 squared is 40. If we sub that into the second one, 2, so that's 4 plus 36, that's 40. Okay, put -6 in. Okay, so that's 2 squared plus 6 squared. Yeah, that's 40. And into the second one, 36 plus 4 is 40. Yeah, so they look like they're the equations of the 2 circles. They both have radii 40. These 2 points are on both of them. Yeah, it's looking okay. Now, what's happening next is, if I kind of crudely draw the circles in, I know this is going to look terrible, the 2 circles here, we're looking for a tangent that's common to both. So we're looking for this tangent here. And basically, you start at the center again and move out a distance of √40. So it's just the same trick as before. So this one here, the triangle is a little bit different. The slope of it is a half. So that's 1. So we'll say that's mu, and that's 2 mu. And the radius has to be √40 here. So you get 5 mu squared equals 40. So that means mu would be 2√2 if you solve that. 2√2. So if I just clean this up then, so this side here is going to be 4√2 and this one here will be 2√2. So if we travel there and there according to this triangle, where will we end up? So -2, 2 will have us ending up at minus 2 plus 4 root 2, and 2 plus 2 root 2. And then going the other direction, that would be minus 2 minus 4 root 2, and 2 minus 2 root 2. And remembering that the slope is a half. No, the slope is this line here, the perpendicular one, so the slope is minus 2. Okay, so we have the points and the slope, so it's a simple matter now to get the lines. Let's do that. Y minus y1, that's x1, Stephen. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. You could clean this up a little bit. Y equals minus 2x minus 4 plus 8 root 2 plus 2 plus 2 root 2. Y equals minus 2x minus 2 plus 10 root 2. Okay, and then the second one, the only difference is going to be with the signs. So the second one will be y minus 2 plus 2 root 2 equals minus 2 times x plus 2 plus 4 root 2. So that's y minus 2 plus 2 root 2 equals minus 2x minus 4 root 2. So you get y equals minus 2x minus 2 minus 6 root 2. I think if I did that correctly. Let's just have a quick check. Y minus 2 root 2 equals minus 2 times x plus 2 minus 4 root 2 plus 8. And then this one here, y minus 2 plus 2 root 2 equals minus 2 times x plus 2 plus 4 root 2. Yeah, okay. So there you go. One way I can check that these are right is that if they're tangents, then if I calculate the perpendicular distance from the centers of the circle to the tangent line, I should get root 40. So if I just take out my calculator, and we'll look at the first, we'll look at the point minus 4, 6 to this line here using the perpendicular distance formula. So that would be fraction 2 times minus 4 plus 6 plus 2 minus 10 root 2 over square root 5. That is root 40. That's excellent. And let's check it with the other point, 0 minus 2. So that would be 0 minus 2 plus 2 minus 10 root 2 divided by root 5. Yeah, it's also root 40. So the distance between minus 4, 6 and 0 minus 2 and that line is root 40. So I'm sure if I repeat it with this line, I'll get root 40 as well. But let's check it anyways. Okay, that's 2 times minus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 root 2 divided by root 5. Oh, no, that's not it. So either that line is wrong or I've made a mistake typing it on the calculator. 2 times minus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 root 2 divided by root 5. Yeah, that's wrong. So I must have made a sign mistake. I was a bit suspicious of the 6 root 2 here. Let's check. Minus 2x minus 4. Minus 8. 2 times minus 8. So I was suspicious of this 6 root 2, why it wasn't 10 root 2 as well. So that's 8. So that's minus 10. So it's a good thing I checked, actually. I would have lost the mark at the last, literally the last hurdle. Typical. Okay, let's double check now. 2, long day. 2 times minus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 10 root 2 divided by root 5. Yep, that's 40 distance. Okay, and finally, might as well complete it. Let's check on the calculator. Perpendicular distance would be 0 minus 2 plus 2 minus 10 root 2 divided by root 5. Yeah, root 40. Okay, so I believe these are the two tangent lines because they have a distance, a perpendicular distance of the radius. So, I mean, it looks, mathematically, everything seems to check out because I've been checking things as we've been going through it. So, these two circle equations, they both have a radius of root 40, which they're supposed to have, and they both pass through the 2 points given in the question. So, it definitely looks like this. Those two tangent lines, if you calculate the perpendicular distance from the centers, it's root 40, and to the other line as well, it's root 40. So, yeah, it has to be right, but maybe I'll make the graph of it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I guess it just goes to show it's good to check your answers as you go because, and also it's good to double check when you have an instinct that something went wrong. I should have listened to my instinct when I wrote this down because it was so odd that it wasn't just the same with an opposite sign. So I was a little bit suspicious here, but anyways, it got fixed. So it's not like whoever's grading your paper will know that happened, so it'll still be full marks anyways. And there you go. Okay, that's another circle question in the bag, and let's leave the video there.